We have a couple for class that cover a couple of different ideas. One, a walkthrough of the citation worksheet depending on whether or not you have easy access to Word or you're using a different kind of program so that you can use the PDF that is in our student lounge. But this one I want to talk about just sort of what I would do if I were just tackling this particular project. So I would be in Blackboard and I would go to session 2. So I've clicked over here to session 2, and then we have our assignment folder. So I'm going to click on that. And then of course, we have our discussion and our quiz and all of these things. But what we would do is we would click on this particular worksheet, the last one out of the 4 assignments for this session. And what it should do is open up a new document. So you'll notice that I'm in Chrome, so it opened up a document here, and then I can click on that. So whether or not it downloads to your computer or however the system is that you have going on, it is a document that should open up. So mine is a little different because I have pages. So what it does is sort of make a muddle of all of this, which is why I suggest that if you have something other than Word, you use a program like the PDF that I provide, because that may be easier. So you'll notice that we have these little boxes to the side of each area that has parentheses. The parentheses are there for APA parenthetical citation. Whenever we have a quote, whenever we are paraphrasing, whenever we are trying to connect our reader to whatever we have researched, we want that parenthetical citation. In one of the videos that we have for you, I've pointed out that there are generally 3 things that we need. We have the first line, which is generally the author's last name, or it could be the organization producing the material. Then we have the year, or no date, ND stands for no date. And then if we have a location, so you'll notice that, let's see, I think it is this one. This particular one has that no date, has a particular page 35. But that's the only one that does that. In general, you have these over to the side to show you that we want to go down to our reference list and find reference C, and then we want to include that information here in our parenthetical citation. So if I scroll down, I have them listed here as well, A, B, C, D, E, F, so that you know which ones to go look at. So reference C is this one, National Society of Dragon Research, and that is our name that goes there. So here we have Medusa, a last name. Here we have the National Society of Dragon Research, which is an organization. So organizations can also produce material. Shh. And then we also have ND for no date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this information, National Society of Dragon Research, and I know that's my reference C, and I am going to erase this extra stuff and put that in. So now in my parenthetical citation, I have which reference the person should go to, and then I include ND because I don't have a date. So I'm not putting C because that is simply directing me on the location to go to. So in this one, we'll go ahead and do 2. Reference A, I would do the same thing. I'm going to need to put reference A in here between these 2 parentheses. So I'm going to scroll back down to my reference page and see that that is Cadmus and that it is 2019 for the first one. So I'm going to go back here to where reference A is being used. I'm going to paste that name and remember that it was 2019. I don't have a location, so if I had a page number, I would say, like page 38 or whatever, but I don't have that, so I'm just putting that day and year. Then check out our other videos for information about what to do if there's more than one reference to include, because we would put a semicolon and then the next reference. So like the National Society of Dragon Research, we would add that if we had 2. And of course we would keep including the dates. But when there's just one and there is no specific location, we would put the name and then we would put the date. So that is where we're going. What I want to see is that you have practiced this idea of where citations go and what they look like. So check out all 3 videos in this particular series, and don't hesitate to send me questions if you feel you need.